Welcome guys. This will be a guide on how to use the high time frame market analysis checklist. So this is what you should be doing every single week and reflect on it every single day so you know that you're on the right side of the market, so you know that you have not forgotten anything. So before we start, we anticipate price delivery by using the economic calendar. Why do we do this? Because we know that volatility in the market comes from these high impact news releases. Now, how is the week looking like for this month? I'm going to make a quick screenshot so we can see it. Now, clearly, we have no news on Monday and price is not at the ideal space to expand, so we are skipping Mondays. Tuesday, we have only orange folder news, and Tuesday will potentially mark out the high or low of the week. Likewise with Wednesday, but Wednesday we have more red folder news events, so depending on how Tuesday sets up, we will either expect the high or low of the week to be already set, or Wednesday is going to manipulate one more time to then set the high or low of the week. Why does this happen? Because sometimes, like obviously, price leaves traps. If you don't see a displacement with narrative, like a H1 change in the state of delivery, then we don't trust that. It needs to have narrative, and I will go over that in a bit in the weekly review, weekly outlook, excuse me. Thursday, we have news, so immediately my eyes, when I watch this calendar, I'm like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, I'm a chill. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm a snipe. Friday, potential continuation plays, or I'm gonna let my swings run on Friday. Why? Because the way the economic calendar is looking, it doesn't look like Tuesday will obviously be or the high or low of the week. Why does it not look like it? Because price right now is in a bit of a indecisive spot. And other than that, the economic calendar is not backing it. Like the economic calendar is not telling us we're going to have an early move in a week, and price isn't telling us that either. So we're just chilling. Just let the market come to you. Don't chase it. And let's go to the back to the model. We have done the weekly delivery anticipation. As I said, I want to see what Tuesday and Wednesday delivers because that's when that's when the economic releases will happen. And we can potentially expect a fake high of the week on Tuesday. Why? Because the economic calendar is favoring all the Wednesday volatility. So when Wednesday has so many red folder news events, don't you think that's when they're going to manipulate? Because the volatility is quick, people are going to get trapped quick, people are going to follow price, thinking it's going to continue up forever. Nah, G, the manipulation will happen and then you're going to get your ass beat. After that, we are going to identify our order flow, and I'm going to, at the same moment, identify our dealing ranges. I've already done it, so I can show you guys properly. First, we start off on the monthly. What do we see? On the monthly, clearly, we were in a downtrend. And once you follow structure right here, so how I see it, high, low, then we break this high, then this is the new high, this is the new low. Okay, maybe I might have, I'm gonna do it with y'all. Because maybe because I did it a bit too quick, I might have done it a bit incorrectly. This is the high, this low, high, low. Wow, it goes all the way back to there. High, low, high, low. Let me just mark it. This becomes our new high. We break it right here. So this becomes our new high, this one. We break it right here. This becomes our new high. Break, new high, break, new high, break, new high. Changing the state of delivery, new low, break the new low, break the new low, break the new low. Then we come back, break it. So this is the high, low, break, high, low. This was the low. And remove all this. And we break this. So what happens? This becomes our new low, new high. We break it again. So again, I repeat, new low, new high. Break it, new high, new low. I hope that made sense. Yeah, well, let me actually, we broke this then too. So this is a new high, this is a new low. Let me break through it. So this is a new low and this is a new high. Okay, so once we look at the dealing range, we finally have it. So this right here is discount. This right here is premium. What discount areas area, I don't know how to say it. What discount spots PDRAs? What discount arrays do we see? Which could push price up? This swing low, weekly fair value gap. We sweep it, this plays up, leaving a fair value gap. Obviously, we would like to have that held. What happened? It did not hold. This monthly fair value gap held price back. So what can we conclude from this? That we are stuck between this monthly fair value gap and this monthly fair value gap. Now, then we go back and look again. What discount array can we react from? And we have this discount low, monthly low, and there's a monthly low as well. So we have swept two discounts. So after we sweep discount, what does price do? It seeks premium to then continue either the discount delivery, the deliveries into discount, or is going to finally continue this bullish market structure. Okay, in a monthly time frame. So this is a huge time frame. We do not care that much about it. Let me see if we did not reach this monthly rejection block. So after we have swept this discount, what can be a new PD array, for example, premium array? So this high, swing high, these rejection blocks, this swing high, for example. Now these are these are not too close. Let me check. Well, they're quite close actually. So these are some areas that price wants to potentially go to. So I'm gonna just leave one. I don't want to have all that fluff on my chart. So this is our most nearby monthly PD array, which is a monthly high. Then I'm gonna just leave that, because after we take that, obviously we're gonna reevaluate. So monthly buy program, and it's consolidating right now between two PD arrays. For the weekly, so these, we are going to drag these levels into the monthly levels box. And now for the weekly levels, let's go back onto the model draft. So what do? We identify order flow, buy or sell program. Like right now we are in a buy program, but we are consolidating on the monthly. And then the dealing range we have identified, we are coming off discount. And we have also identified a drawn liquidity on the monthly, but it's just a bit extra. I want you guys to focus on that. Identify weekly and daily levels where price might react from, because high time frame key levels override our range logic. Over the weekly, should I mark out all the ranges again? Because I like Cal. I'm gonna do it real quick. So high, low, higher, low, higher, high, low, low. Unicorn pattern respected. We drop down. So this our new high, this our new low. We come up, place through it. So the new high that we left is our new high, and this is our new low. Displace through it. That's a market structure shift. While we displace through it, we come off a monthly PD array, a monthly fair value gap, making the displacement even stronger. So in the weekly, we are in a bullish uptrend. So this is our new low, and this is our new high. And inside this range, this is discount. And as you guys can see, we have mitigated discount, created a change in state of delivery, and then, well, we continued upwards, but unfortunately, we did not follow through. Right now, we came from weekly discount. It looks like we are in a buy program, but we are not yet sure, because price has been consolidating. So we need to just, when price is consolidating, there are lower time frame ranges, and then you need to follow the lower time frame ranges. So let's look which discount arrays get respected. This demand area, but let's just take this balanced price range. The balanced price range gets respected, and a weekly propulsion block gets respected. Weekly fair value gap gets respected. and then we start to come back down. So clearly, because we are not reacting off very obvious PDRAs, we are not reacting very sharply. Look at this, does not show a lot of intent. We can hold our image, like our bias that the weekly is potentially sweeping these lows, continue up. Why? Because we already, like, if we just use the order flow market structure type beat on which PDRAs get respected. So we failed to push up from this propulsion block right here. And when we fail to do so, your brain should be like, okay, this drop down, what created this drop down? This propulsion block right here. And this drop down, does it look with intent? Right here it look with intent, right here it look with intent. But this candle closure, this reaction on this block, on this low inside the weekly fair value gap, this reaction is telling us like, okay, there is something going on. Because if we were respecting this weekly propulsion block to go down from, we would not react like this. And that is why our new targets are this weekly fair value gap, and then on the lower time frames to see reactions on this lower on that weekly fair value gap. Let me drag this in here. Let's watch the daily levels. So now, after we've done all that, the daily, like, it becomes clear as well. Like the logic of why this push down to then potentially mitigate a discount array to then continue up, for example. Like your brain doesn't go into a swing failure pattern, we're going down forever. Nah, we have high time frame, monthly, bullish, well, bullish up until around here, then it's stuck. Weekly, we have a bullish structure shift, and then we stepped up, but now we are stuck in between two PDRAs. And on the daily, I'm removing the weekly right now. On the daily, like I just explained all the ranges logic and the breaks of structures logic. I'm not going to do it again. Sweep, market structure shift, we go up. Right here we have SMT. So this is my new mitigation block, which I see as a breaker because we had SMT. And we go down, down again. Finally have a market structure shift right here. So we're bullish here up until this point where we have another breaker pattern down. Now what do we see right here? A potential breaker pattern up. And when will it confirm our sentiment of bullishness? Once we react aggressively in here. That would confirm our sentiment. Why? Because if we are to go down, we should expect premium arrays. And this is a very strong premium array. We have a weekly fair value gap. We have a daily range high. Yeah, that's just like clockwork. Let me open up the weekly levels again. For the weekly levels right here, we mitigate a weekly fair value gap. We have an aggressive reaction to the upside. And now we need to see what this will tell us, or what potential discount arrays will tell us. And now, what I want to take your attention to, so this is the H4 range. And EU already swept this. And right here's the weekly open. Let me go back to the model draft. So we identified a potential draw on liquidity, which is the weekly fair value gap. We identified weekly levels and daily levels that will override the ranges because we are now in the H4 range. And now it's our turn to combine these with the hourly ranges to create a better narrative, identify a market maker model, and identify invalidation levels, and mark the weekly and daily open. Now ignore this. This is not finished yet, and I will, maybe it's finished, I don't know yet. And I will potentially go over it in another video. And what do we see right here? So we break this, which means this high to this low is our H4 range. And we have a very aggressive reaction inside of premium, which indicates that we are potentially going to disrespect premium to then reach into higher time frame premium arrays like this weekly fair value gap and this daily range high? And on the lower time frame, can we frame a market maker model? Yes, we can. So this is our smart money reversal, low risk sell, first stage, and this right here might be a extended second stage of accumulation. So we just framed our market maker model. And now if our trade idea is to get invalidated, where would it invalidate it? If we close strongly under these lows right here, it would invalidate my idea of reaching here, or it would be potential unless we go down there on a sweeping basis. So we have our invalidation, which is no strong closure right here, because then it means we mitigated premium and now we are going for discount arrays if we drop strongly. And my draw on liquidity is this. And we have framed it beautifully. Now, if we are to go up, what do I want to see? Clearly, I want to see us manipulate under weekly open and then go up. If this does not happen and we go here, then I would obviously like some information to then potentially confirm that this is the high of the week. But at reversal areas, I tend to notice that price does not respect a weekly profile too much. It might just deliver higher prices and then consolidate a bit and deliver again, consolidate, and then finally make us move out. And that's why you wait for displacement while trading. And that's why you don't push your edge when price is not following through on PDRAs. No, I just put so much information in a 17-minute video. I hope it helped. There's not much more I can go over because I just went over everything. And this is a mechanical checklist which I made to also follow it myself, because I can get lost in the sauce as well. I can get lazy as well. So this right here is what I'll be using personally, and I'm giving it to y'all. So enjoy the usage. There's not much more I can cover except the weekly economic calendar. As I said, we want to see either Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, because we can manipulate or accumulate more orders or seek and destroy type beat on this day. And then I want to see, just like I say, just in a PDF, H1 change in state of delivery in discount, or H1 change in state of delivery in premium. And then we just follow the train. This video is packed with info. So if you need to rewatch it again, do it. I'm very proud of this beautiful PDF and this beautiful video, this beautiful logic of price, how we are dissecting a few candles and making a whole story out of it. Yeah, I hope this helped y'all a lot, because this, if I had this in the beginning, damn, like I would be the best. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Peace.